Good morning. This is meteorologist Steve Krasnowski with your weather briefing storm scoop. It's September 23rd, Wednesday, I think. And where do we go from here? Let's jump right in. Euro weeklies are in mid-season form. This is a week 3 forecast from last Monday. It's going to be a long, cold season. That's what it looks like, especially for the heart of the country and spilling into the Northeast as well. Lots of things about to happen. We're going to have big cold shots like this one later next week in the eastern part of the U.S. They're often a harbinger of mischief late in the hurricane season. Surface pressure rises associated with cold air focus ascent in the tropics, and that means a threat for tropical development after the first few days of October in the Western Caribbean. We will be hitting a lull, and we'll talk about that in a sec. This is our first sort of look at some of the radar the rainfall that fell associated with Beta, up to 6 or 7 inches in parts of the surrounding areas of Houston. So this is a sight for sore eyes. We have quiet weather in the tropics for first time in forever. If I go and look at, let me pull up, here we go, you can see not much happening here. Teddy finally get its way into Nova Scotia. Beta's still hanging out around here, bringing the remnants of wind and rain and flooding, as we discussed earlier this week. And yeah, it's been fun to follow that one along. So the ensembles here from the Euro, they are saying for the first time we've had since maybe August, there is no tropical cyclone formation expected for the next 5 days. There's a cold pool here. Maybe this is an area to watch right around here, but that's days out. So any tropical cyclone that tries to develop in the Caribbean, it's going to receive an assist from the current sea level temperatures. Here you can see there are numerous tropical cyclones we've seen in the Gulf and subtropics lately, and the lack of them in the Caribbean will only strengthen the local Hadley cell. So we need to focus there in October. It'll be important. Here's our temperature departure since last week, September 15th to the 21st. Pretty much the coldest, or top 5 coldest for many of us from that time period. This is 146 years of data or so. This comes from the Albany, New York Weather Service. So every 4 to 10 days we've been getting a cold shot in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic since the end of August. The latest Euro on the bottom right shows another one in 10 days or so, and it looks pretty deep and pretty cold as it starts stretching further south and further into Florida, and fall is here, my friends. This is the weeklies starting to show. Sorry, that was the smoke from yesterday. Whoops, here we go. This is the one we haven't seen yet. So they're starting to show the African IO standing, and the waves are breaking down as the Western African monsoon ends. So we have to look at intraseasonal variability, such as the MJOs. That will define the rest of the season in the Atlantic. So again, first potential window will be early to mid-October, perhaps another early November. You know, with this season, I think some people could argue to expect, as in 2005, the window of tropics extending into January. I think you will see eventually a sharp cutoff, but I think we are going to see another round, after a 10-day lull or so. We'll see a 2-week flurry, and then I think we'll probably see the end of it with maybe a straggler in, but that should do it for there. And fall is here in many ways, and it is still dry. And we'll talk about the drought a little bit more tomorrow because the new data comes out tonight. So that'll be fun to look at. I am meteorologist Steve Krasnowski with your weather briefing storm scoop update for Wednesday. Have a great day.